Case is shooting 51% from the floor, NYU 53%, but the free throw story is where it's at. 91% for NYU, 11 of 12, while Case is shooting just 58% from the free throw line. We're about ready to start the second half of action here between Case and NYU. With that, I'll bring back in the voice of Case Western Reserve University basketball, Ron Jantz.
So here we go, Ed. The final 20 minutes of this basketball game, and the Spartans of Case with an opportunity to knock off the 19th ranked team in the country. Jordan Dean, Austin Fowler, David Thompson, Julian Person, and Tom Summers, the original starting five, back to start this second half. NYU with their original starters, Ryan Tanna, Kyle Stockmall, Carl Yaffe, Max Wien and Andy Stein, or Max Wien and Andy Stein. That's Person with a three. And that's an air ball.
12 personal fouls called against each team in the first half, but maybe more so 8 fouls called against the Case starters.
We go right back inside to Andy Stein. He was scoreless in the opening half, but he was nonetheless a physical presence on defense. Person with a strong move. Julian Person with a nice finish. He's got 4.
We've seen Julian Person become much more aggressive, Ron, than we did earlier in the season. In that first UAA game, maybe a little intimidated by the overall scope of the league, but the last 2, Person's been very comfortable. Stein from outside.
Boy, if he hits those, he's really a hard guy to watch.
Wow. I mean, if your big guy's going to pull up and hit a 3, and he spotted up pretty well. Good footwork, good shoulder work.
10-point game. It's Person again. Ball knocked out of bounds off NYU. Max Wien reached out and knocked it off. Give and go to Fowler. Austin pulls up, misses it long. Violet's up 10 early on, just 2 minutes gone in this second half. Yaffe
for 20.
20 points for Carl Yaffe. He had 17 in the first half. Leads back to 13. David Thompson try to get it. Yaffe steals it. Fowler, and then Yaffe with a great layup. Carl Yaffe on the break. He's got 22. Sean McDonald wants a timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be back. Case with some work to do.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering world cuisine created by accomplished local chef Zach Brule. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us at tbl45.com or on Facebook.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Well, it was 51-44 at halftime. NYU comes out on a 10-2 run.
In just a matter of basically 2 minutes.
But Case was down 14 in that first half and down double digits for most of that half, and they never gave up. They kept fighting. And I expect nothing less in the second half. Person with the basketball, looking for somebody. Wien the other way. Jordan Dean steps in behind him, and someone's going to get called for the foul. Person and Dean were on Wien.
It'll be on Person with the block.
That'll be foul number 3 on Julian.
And the starters are adding up in terms of the foul column for Case.
Well, Julian's got 3, then everybody else has got 2, with the exception of Jordan Dean. Summers 2, Thompson 2, Fowler 2, Scott 2, McLaughlin 2.
And for NYU, they're only foul trouble. Andy Stein with 2. Ben Dorman has 3. And Devin Karch has 2.
Max Ween 3 of 3 from the foul line this afternoon. He's got 6 points. And he makes them both. Ween, the junior, off the bench from Purchase, New York. He's having a nice afternoon. He's got 7 points off the bench. Thompson, baseline drive. David Thompson with a strong move on Andy Stein. Case down 15.
Good, David, good, good. UCLA.
Throwback weekend here at Case. Honoring the pass. Nice feed from Stein to Yaffe. Foul inside. It's on Summers. It's Tom's 3rd.
Now a little give and go. They dropped it down to Stein on the block, and Yaffe went baseline, got the backdoor pass, and Summers was late there defending.
Carl Yaffe continues to just put this NYU team on his shoulder. He has nearly half their points. And he misses one finally.
That's only the second miss from the line for NYU this afternoon. 14 of 16.
Thompson inside, strong move, good position. David Thompson with 9. Stein working against Thompson. It's Ween. NYU will bring it back out. 14-point NYU lead. They were up 7 at halftime and just went on a blitz to start the second half. That's Yaffe. Boy, whatever he had for breakfast this morning, he should have every day. He's got 27 points. 27 of their 67. Fowler working hard inside, got tripped up, and the foul will go against Yaffe, I believe.
Yes, it will.
It's going to be Carl's first foul. You see Case in the brown uniforms as part of the 7th annual Throwback Weekend. Both the men and the women are wearing uniforms commemorating the Western Reserve University Red Cats. Those were on Friday for the men. And the Case Institute Technology of Rough Riders, and that's today. The brown uniforms of the Rough Riders, the Case Institute of Technology. Western Reserve and Case Institute federated in 1967 to become what we know today as Case Western Reserve University. On the break, it's Stein, blocked by Person. 3 in the air by Stockmall. And that's the way to answer that.
Boy, they gave up.
Stockmall's got 15.
They gave up a layup and exchanged it for a three-pointer.
Dane McLaughlin for 3. Beautiful block by Julian Person. He's got 20 blocks in the season from his guard spot.
19-6 run in the first 5 minutes.
70-50. Case was in a big game on Friday night. They scored 91 against Brandeis.
This was 48-44 at one point, Ron. Where's the travel?
Thompson with a block. So from that point on, it's a 22-6 game in NYU's favor. Nice feed inside to Stockmall as the cutter went through. He's got 17. Person. And that's a 3. Coach McDonald wants a timeout off that 3. Julian's got 7. Case is down 19, though, with 14:40 left to play. There's the Case bench. We'll take a timeout, too. We'll be back right after this.
So yesterday, I went to Qdoba Mexican Grill and got a 3-cheese queso burrito for free.
I was there today. I got a naked pulled pork burrito for even more free.
Sounds like you're a Qdoba Rewards member.
Indeed. I earn points whenever I buy an entree, and I get every 11th one free.
I've probably gotten 100 free entrees through Qdoba Rewards.
I've gotten 1,000. Qdoba Rewards is so easy, I don't even have to carry a regular card. I keep a smaller card on my keychain. Plus, I got free chips and salsa just for signing up. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
Quick timeout, back in action. NYU with the miss, and Thompson didn't get a handle on it, but it was knocked out by the Violets. McLaughlin and Jordan Dean in the backcourt right now for Case. Fowler, Thompson, and Robert Scott in the front court. And Jordan Dean will bring it up. Case down 19, just over 14 to play. NYU has had an outstanding game all the way around as they get another defensive pick. Yaffe's doing it on both ends of the floor. They play great perimeter defense, and obviously their shooting percentage has stayed red hot the entire game. Ed, what's it at right now?
NYU for the ball game, 23 of 40 from the floor, 57%, which is just over their season average. They average 51% from the floor. 3-point shooting on the ball game. NYU 12 of 19, and they are 14 of 16 from the free throw line. That's a big difference, too. Case is just 7 of 12, and it took Case nearly 11 minutes to shoot their first free throw in the first half.
And there's another three. By guess who?
Carl Yaffe.
30 points for Yaffe. He's got 30 points. We've got 14 minutes left in this game. Ween with a good defensive effort. This is a game tape that Yaffe's going to want to save.
10 of 14 from the floor. 5 of 7 from behind the arc. Yaffe also has 4 rebounds in the contest.
Case is down 22, I believe their largest deficit of the game. Here comes Fowler the other way. Steals the basketball, and he missed the layup. Austin got caught in between, dunking it or laying it up. The second half has not been kind to the Spartans. Stockmall adds insult to injury. Kyle Stockmall's got 20.
You know, and ordinarily it's been the other way around for NYU on the season. They've really run teams out of the gym in the first half and fallen back in the second. They outscore their opponents by 11 points in the first half. Here, different story today.
Lots of subs in the game right now for NYU. 2 players off the bench, Ryan Tana and Zeev Sanderson. Scott will inbound it to Thompson. NYU 16-2 on the year. Case trying to improve to 500, trying to go to 10-10. Fouls on NYU, it'll go against Devin Karch. That is his 3rd. Two back in. Andy Stein will check back in along with Ben Dorman. Karch and thankfully Carl Yaffe will take a seat. Let's just leave Yaffe on the bench for the final 13. He's already got 30. What more does he need? Julian Person working against Ween. Fade away. Julian Person has 9.
NYU with 6 3-pointers in the second half. They have just 2 field goals.
Well, they picked up right where they left off. At one point in the first half, NYU was 7 of 10 from the 3-point line. That's Tana. And a foul against Stein, working against David Thompson. So Andy Stein will pick up his third.
Yeah, Stein came in, threw a hip into Thompson, and actually was the one that ended up going down.
Stein and Thompson talking to each other as they head back down the floor. You know what? When you're one of those big guys, you almost have to feel the brotherhood because, you know, they're both banging each other the whole game, every game, and they know exactly how the other feels. Here comes Tana. Stein looks for a cutter. Ween with the basketball.
Good job, David. Good.
That's Stein working against Thompson with a soft hook. David does a nice job, and McLaughlin comes up with the long rebound.
Yeah, he kept Stein away from the basket, off the block just enough.
Try to get it into David. David was going right. The pass went left.
Yeah, give space. Give space. Switch. Switch.
Nice defense by Jordan Dean that time. Jordan stopped the initial penetration. But inside, David Thompson picked up a foul against Zeev Sanderson.
Sanderson may have gotten pushed, but he didn't get touched by Thompson, and they got Thompson backed off, but the official was screened out, and when he saw Sanderson go to the floor, he blew his whistle on Thompson. Yep, the push came from underneath, not from Thompson.
Good. Let's go. Pressure, Dane.
Ween with a spin, nice ball control, body control, everything.
And he still managed to get the ball on the floor twice to keep his dribble alive, Ron.
Ween's got 9. Lead has grown to 25. It was a 7-point game at halftime, and as Ed said, it was 44-48 or 44-40 at one point.
And it was 48-44, and then Stockmall hit the miracle to close out the half, and all of a sudden, that seemed to energize NYU going into the locker room, and Case looked deflated coming out. There was no reason to suspect anything less. Case opened the half on the short end of a 10-2 run by NYU, and then it's just been a blitz from outside as NYU's bombed away from outside the arc.
Stein picked up his 4th foul. He'll take a seat, but his team is clearly in control. They're up 25. Little inbounds pass. Hustling for it. It'll go off Case. The inbounds has been an Achilles heel for Case this afternoon in both halves.
And that comes from the tight defense that NYU runs.
NYU's up 25. Working the ball around, patience inside. Stockmall gets it blocked by Thompson. Here comes Case the other way.
Quick hands by McLaughlin there to snatch the rebound.
Jordan Dean.
Got it.
It'll be a 4-point play. Rare opportunity to witness a 4-point play. Jordan Dean with the chance at it. And Jordan Dean completes a 4-point play. He's got 9 points. He'll take a seat. Checking in for Jordan will be Joe Mims.
Mims, a local product, Ron.
Aurora High School, 5'11 freshman. Summers working hard inside. Austin Fowler went up, picked it off the glass. That'll be a goaltend. Case wanted to travel before the shot. So the basket will be credited to Devin Karch. It'll be his 6th point of the afternoon. NYU's over the 80 mark. They're at 82. This is Mims with his first action of the afternoon. McLaughlin. Lob inside. Summers with position.
Nice. Well done on both ends.
Here comes Stockmall the other way. Both brothers now in the game. 13 and 15, Kyle and Corey Stockmall.
Tom! You gotta get fat on that, Tom. Come on. Good job, Julian.
Yaffe, he had too much time to think about
That's
that
right.
one.
It wasn't a catch and shoot.
Fowler, catch and shoot. Long, and Yaffe comes down with a rebound. Off to Stockmall. From one Stockmall to the other, Corey to Kyle, and Kyle hits the three. He's got 23, and we've got a timeout on the floor. It's 85-61, just under 9 minutes to play in this basketball game. We'll be back.
Attending a Spartan athletic event and looking for a convenient and upscale hotel to accommodate your stay? The DoubleTree by Hilton Cleveland Downtown Lakeside is an official sponsor of Spartan Athletics. Located at 1111 Lakeside Avenue, the hotel is just 10 minutes away from campus and offers amenities like a state-of-the-art fitness center, Stadium 3 bar and grill, free wireless internet, complimentary shuttle service to and from campus, and a warm DoubleTree cookie upon checking in. Contact the DoubleTree today at 216-241-5100 to receive a discounted rate of just $89 for the 2011-2012 season. The DoubleTree by Hilton Cleveland Downtown Lakeside, a proud sponsor of Spartan Athletics since 2008.
Ed, from here, Case finishes out the season on the road at WashU and Chicago. They make that St. Louis-Chicago trip. Then they're home for one more weekend, February 17th and 19th. They'll host Rochester on Seniors Night, and then they'll host Emory on that Sunday weekend. And they'll finish out the year on the road in Pittsburgh against Carnegie Mellon. So they've got 5 games left after today. They started the conference season on the first trip through, the first 7 games 0-7. And really, I think Coach McDonald is looking at this season as this second season, how they're going to do in those final 7 conference games. They knocked off Brandeis out of Boston on Friday night, taking on the 19th ranked team in the country today. So even if they lose today, they're 1-1 in the second half of this season.
And statistically, you look at what they've done this afternoon. They're 51% from the floor. They're shooting 44% from behind the arc, Ron, and 62% from the line. Those numbers are not that bad. In fact, it should be a lot closer when you look at those numbers. But what NYU has done is simply shot out the lights, 65% from behind the arc. They're 15 of 23 from behind the arc, and they're 88% from the free throw line.
Just to have 23 attempts at a three-point shot. Now on the season, NYU has put up 328 three-pointers. They've made 42% of them. And Julian Person makes both free throws. He's got 11.
But overall, he's shooting over 50% from the floor against the number 19 team in the country. You would think you're in a game that's closer than 22 points.
You would. Give NYU credit. They have played very well. Case has not gone away, though. Even down 25, they are still playing with great energy. Little give and go. Here's Yaffe, left-handed shot. Summers comes down with a rebound.
But the number that's killing Case is they now have 17 turnovers, and NYU's turned those into 25 points.
Mims gets it blocked. Nice defense by Karch that time. Devin Karch inside, the 6'6" junior center. Dane McLaughlin for a three. Dane's got 3 threes today, 9 points. Case is within 20. They're at 19.
It's 11-5 run for the Spartans.
Stay high. Good job.
Yaffe inside. Dane McLaughlin with a nice block, and Austin Fowler comes down with a rebound. Here comes Mims the other way. Mims pulls it back, kicks it to the lefty. The three's in the air, and it's good.
And the gunner drops it.
McLaughlin's got 12. 16-point lead.
And Coach Gorski talked about a 5-minute stretch last week that killed Case, and it was about a 7-minute stretch here to start the second half that really put him in a hole.
Karch is going to go to the foul line. Foul's going to be on Tom Summers. That's 4 on Tom. Devin Karch with 7 points, a perfect 3 of 3 from the foul line this afternoon. Summers will check out. David Thompson back in. Thompson's in with 3 fouls, 9 points. Tom will take a seat. He's got 9 points and 4 fouls. Karch misses, and Fowler comes down with a rebound. Here comes Joe Mims the other way. Mims in front of his teammates, into Thompson, working against Karch. And they'll get Devin Karch for a foul.
That'll be 4 on Karch, I think, Ron.
Yes, it is. 4 on Karch, and Stein's got 4 too.
That's 8 fouls total in the half now for NYU.
Well, they'll trade a 4 for 4. They'll bring Stein in for Karch. Stein gives him 2 more inches inside and about 10 more pounds than Karch does. Both of them have been effective today. Thompson's at the foul line. And Fowler fights for it, and Dane McLaughlin comes up with a loose ball. Credit Austin Fowler for keeping that ball alive. The lefty. He's hit 3 in a row. Dane McLaughlin's got 15. 3 straight threes here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
17-6 run for the Spartans.
Game's at 14. It was at 25. Case was all but buried. Joe Mims doing a nice job since he's been in the game, the freshman out of Aurora. Stein misses. McLaughlin comes up with it. Fowler kept it active, and here comes Mims. Joe looking for some teammates. Dribbles in himself. Off the glass, rolls, and almost went. David Thompson tipped it in, but Mims got fouled. He'll shoot 2. Fouls on Ryan Tana. Second foul for Tana. At the line, shooting is Joe Mims. Mims, a 62% free throw shooter.
Now, very similar to what happened last week at NYU at the Kohl Center, where Case got down in the second half by as many as 19 points, fought back and ended up closing out by 9, but they got as close as 6 and had a chance to cut it to 4 several times.
So Mims makes 1 of 2, and Case is down 13.
Come on, David. Good job.
Good position by Stein that time. Pass was a little long, and that's kept it alive for NYU. Ball still on the floor. Thompson, Fowler, Mims. David will take it himself. He's got 11. Game's at 11, Ed. Game's at 11 with 5.5 minutes to go.
Well, and that's been a problem with NYU. I mentioned it. They get out in a big lead in the first half, and they've slowed it down in the second half. They've been outscored by nearly 100 points in the second half by their opponents this season.
Joe Nesci wants a timeout for the Violets. We'll take one, too. Case is storming back. Stay tuned.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering world cuisine created by accomplished local chef Zach Brule. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us at tbl45.com or on Facebook.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Ed, you can see NYU with 86 points. They have gone over 90 once this year in the 18 games that they've played. They scored 91 against Old Westbury College in early November, or late November.
You look at what they've done in their last, well, it'll be now 4 of their last 5 games, 89, 89, 88 against Carnegie Mellon on Friday night, now 86 here.
Stein with a 3, missed it. Mims gets it picked, then gets it stolen by Ween. Fowler the other way on defense, and somehow Yaffe made that shot. Austin got hit by a knee or something as Yaffe went through the lane. Austin's down. He got hit right in the gut, right in the rib cage. We'll take a break as they tend to Austin Fowler. We'll be back.
So yesterday, I went to Qdoba Mexican Grill and got a 3-cheese queso burrito for free.
I was there today. I got a naked pulled pork burrito for even more free.
Sounds like you're a Qdoba Rewards member.
Indeed. I earn points whenever I buy an entree, and I get every 11th one free.
I've probably gotten 100 free entrees through Qdoba Rewards.
I've gotten 1,000. Qdoba Rewards is so easy, I don't even have to carry a regular card. I keep a smaller card on my keychain. Plus, I got free chips and salsa just for signing up. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
So Austin's up, and that's great news. Fouls on Austin. Yaffe got the basket. He'll have a 3-point attempt. He's got 32 points. He's made everything he shot today, nearly. So Austin's on the bench, but he went off under his own strength, so that was good. He got up and he walked to the bench, and they'll tend to him. And the way he left, you expect him to be back in, Ed.
Yeah, looked like he got the wind knocked out of him, caught a elbow or a knee right up on the sternum, probably knocked the wind out of him.
Case down 14. They had cut it to 11. And the last 2 possessions, they threw it out of bounds.
Boy, that ball went off the
Stockmall
Stockmall.
hit that.
Yeah.
Happened right in front of us.
That ball went off of Kyle Stockmall's fingers.
Yaffe in the backcourt brings it up for NYU. We're inside 5 minutes to play. The ladies' game will follow. Given the go. Nice defense by Person. Little pick and roll. Good defense by David Thompson. NYU keeps it, though, and Yaffe's got a shot. The tip and the follow, I think Ween will get credit for that basket.
They're going to give it to Andy Stein.
Stein will have 7. Scott with a 3. Love this Case team. They're not going away, Ed.
No, and they haven't, and they fought back. I mean, they could have easily put it in their pocket down 25, and they got it as close as 11 here in the second half. So they really fought back.
Yaffe continues to add to his game-leading total. He's got 34. I've got so many marks under his name, I've kind of lost track. Is it 34 that Yaffe has?
You know, we talked, Ron, about some of the statistics that, said Case should be in this ball game. It should be closer than what it is. Case has 5 players in double figures on the afternoon. So a nice effort all around by the starters. Dane McLaughlin leads the way with 15. Fowler has 14.
Well, they've now scored, almost 80 points. They've got 79. Thompson's got 12. 93-79. NYU turns it over. Stockmall knew it.
Just been notified by the NYU Sports Information Department that Andy Stein is having a career not Andy Stein.
Carl Yaffe
with a career afternoon. His 34, a career high.
Scott kicks it to Mims. Joe with an open look.
Over everything. Pumped up on that one.
NYU content to run that clock. Up 14.
Cowboys, stay home.
3 minutes left. Tana rattles and won't go, and Thompson comes down with a rebound. That's Mims, back to David. He'll spot a 3. Front of the rim, back of the rim, won't go, and McLaughlin's going to get picked up for a foul. Fouls on Robert Scott.
Rob Scott. Both of them were there picking for the rebound.
Scott's got 3. 16 fouls on Case.
And Case needed to give one if they were going to think about maybe fouling to get back in the ball game. Send NYU to the line, which may be worse than letting them shoot from the floor.
Cowboys, show your hands. Let's go. Come on, Joe. 5 out.
Yaffe run 34 points. Stockmall has 23.
57 out of 2 guys. Person and Mims with good defense. Here comes Julian.
That'll be it. If that's on.
Foul's on Devin Karch. That's his 5th.
That is his 5th.
So Karch is out. Stein's 1 foul from being out. Devin Karch, the 6'6 junior center out of Bayville, New York. Devin's fouled out. He had 7 points and 5 fouls. Andy Stein will check back in. Andy was the starter, and Devin was his backup at center today for NYU. So David Thompson's at the line. David will shoot 2 because NYU's in the double bonus. And the free throw is up and good. David Thompson on the afternoon with 13 points. That's his season average. Averages 8 rebounds per game. Leads this team in rebounds. Leads them in blocks. Shoots 48% from the field.
You know, the Case is over 80 points. It's only the 5th time this season that they've been at 80 or more. That'll be brown ball. That'll stay with the Spartans off Andy Stein as he bobbles it away.
Austin Fowler's going to check back in. Case down 13 with 2:20 to go. Fowler off a screen. Austin will spot up and shoot.
And push underneath.
Foul's on David Thompson. That's foul number 4 on Thompson. Him and Summers playing with 4.
There was a lot of activity underneath there.
So Ryan Tana's back at the foul line. He is 2 of 2 on the afternoon from the foul line. NYU this year, 5-0 on the road. If they win today, they're 6-0. It's not a bad mark.
Playing away from New York, and considering what the kind of home court advantage they have at the Kohl Center. It's an intimidating place to play, Ron. You and I were there a couple of years ago. You walk in, you're above the court. Everything goes down there in New York City. It's all underground, no windows of any kind. Big hole in the ground.
Yep, big pit. And when they've got people in it, it is a rough place to play. McLaughlin fights for the rebound along with Fowler. Ween's going to control. Mims on him. Nice pass to Yaffe.
Exclamation point.
High. 36 points for Carl Yaffe. Leads back to 17. We're inside 2 minutes now left to play.
Thompson blocked by Stein.
NYU with a chance to go over the century mark. Neshy's going to call a timeout. He doesn't really want a timeout. He just wants to get a player in the game. Mac Frazier, frankly, the 6'8 freshman out of Los Angeles, Brentwood High School. Mac Frazier is now in the game for NYU.
Well, you look at that NYU lineup. 4 players from California, all from Southern California. And then kids on the East Coast, they have Massachusetts, New York, a couple of kids from Texas, Illinois, Maryland. So very similar roster to what we see out of Wash U, Ron, has that whole nationwide appeal. And they bring kids in from all around.
A lot of guys in off the bench for Case right now, including Tim Molesky, the junior from Franklin, Pennsylvania, as well as Brian Clements, the freshman from Willoughby South High School right here in northeastern Ohio. George Zhang also in, a freshman from West Lafayette, Indiana. Connor Adele back in. He saw time early in the opening half. He's from Revere High School. Connor also a freshman at 6'8". And then Adam Schreckengost, the 6'6 freshman out of Avon, Connecticut. Those are the 5 players now in the game for Case. Double dribble by NYU. Case will get it back. 1-1-1 left. 1 minute, 11 seconds left to play. This is Zhang for Case. It's Connor Adele. We'll work it back out to Molesky. Inside 60 seconds left to play. George Zhang with the basketball. He'll shoot it off the glass, and it's good. NYU's going to wind it down. We got 38 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Left-handed shot. Violets keep it. Shot's blocked. Trying to save it, and they do. Shot clock's off. 24 on the game clock, and Brian Clements is going to draw a foul. Going to the line, shooting 2 for NYU will be Jude Dworchik. Jude Dworchik, a 6'2 senior out of San Antonio, Texas, Alamo Heights High School. Dworchik on the season has played just 28 minutes in 18 games, so he's getting some action here late in this one, and he makes the second free throw. .16 seconds to shoot. Case down 16. That's a 3 in the air, and it's good. Tim Molesky with a 3. Tim had a rooting section on Friday night.
Yeah, members of the football
players,
team.
some of the fraternity guys. 98-85 is the final. This one is in the books